Child's pose. Start to breathe in and out. You'll breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose. Your feet, maybe your big toes, they might touch at the back of your mat. Your hands are wide on your mat. Your knees will come out, maybe mat width or so. Take a full deep breath in. Breathe all the way out. Downward facing dog. And in downward facing dog, look at your feet. See that they're about hip width distance apart. Your knees are soft. And press into the ball mounds of your feet. Spread all 10 of your toes wide. And then let your sits bones and your seat lift up toward the ceiling. And your front ribs draw in and press down toward your hips. And your hands are wide on your mat. Your pinky edges will touch the sides of your mat. Allow softness in your elbows. And then you'll squeeze up on the muscles of your triceps. And then you'll squeeze your upper back muscles in toward the center of your back. Press into your thumbs and your pointer fingers. And then all 10 of your finger pads press down into your mat. Take a full breath in. Breathe it out. Step up to your hands. Ragdoll. And your feet are either hip width distance or they may be even wider. It's really depending on the flexibility of your hamstrings. So if your hamstrings are pretty tight, you're going to want to take your feet out wide. Allow softness in your knees and just let your head hang. Release your hands. Slowly rise up, mountain. Bring your hands to your chest. And then look at your feet. Let your feet come right from your hips. So when you look at your hip bones, let your ankle bones come directly out of your hip bones. You'll press into your feet. You'll press into the ball mound of your big toe. And in the center of both your heels, spread all 10 of your toes wide. And press into the mound of your big toe. So right here, that's the mound. Like right under there, press there, yes. Soften your knees a bit, and then pull up on the muscles of your quads. And then your shoulders will draw up and back, and you're gonna let your ears come in line with your shoulders. Take a full deep breath in, breathe it out. Reach up, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, so long, flat spine. Hands to your mat, high plank. And now shift forward a bit so you're more on your toes. You'll lower to low plank, so you're about 90 degrees. Now lift up, upward facing dog. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Breathe it out. Step your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold and breathe out. Rise up, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out, which is low plank. We'll step back. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Step toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up, mountain, full breath in. Exhale, fold to your feet. Lift up halfway, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, step or jump forward. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold forward, breath out. Chair pose. Just breathe in and out. And your feet are facing 12 o'clock, all 10 of your toes. And you'll look down, see that your knees are going directly over your ankles. And then you're lifting the pose from your pelvis. So the front of your pelvis comes up as your tailbone goes down. Draw your front ribs in and push them down. Reach your arms straight up. That's it. And let your arms come more by your ears so your shoulders go back and down. Take a full breath in. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. And again, your right knee just stacks right over your right ankle. And you're coming into about a 90-degree angle in your right thigh. Press into the ball mound of your right foot, the center of your right heel. And you'll press it down and start to scrub it forward a bit. And your left foot, press into the ball mound of your left big toe, the center of your left heel. Let your left glute squeeze. Your left thigh rolls inward. So your hips are facing forward. Take a full breath in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left side, warrior one. Breathe in and out. And then press into the center of your left heel. Push it down and start to draw it forward. The ball mound of your left toe. And now press your center heel down and start to scrub it back. So just let yourself feel like the different actions your quads will produce from pushing down and forward versus down and back. Take a full breath in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. All your breath out. Step or jump to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, breathe in. Take a full breath in. Fold forward, breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. So breathe all the way out as you lower down. Now breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Breathe in as your arms reach up. You'll stay and breathe out. Take another breath in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Breathe in as your arms reach up. Exhale, you'll stay. Turn your thumbs to the back wall, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold Chair pose, one slow breath in. Fold forward, one slow breath out. Halfway lift, slow inhale. Chaturanga, slowly lower out, all the way as you breathe out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Right side, warrior one, breathe in, rise up. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left side, warrior one. Full breath in, rise. Chaturanga, all your breath out. Fill up, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Open your mouth and breathe out. Again, fill up. Exhale and empty. Right side, crescent lunge. And again, your right knee stacks directly over your right ankle. And you're coming into about a 90-degree lunge. And now you have a choice, right? You can drop your bottom knee if you need to crescent moon. Yes. You can also come to crescent lunge, so you'll lift up on your back leg. And you're lifting high into the ball mound of your foot. You'll start to squeeze your thigh. That's it. And you'll stay here or drop your knee if you need. Bring your hands to your chest. Breath in. Twist to your right, breathe out. Twisting crescent lunge. And now your breath moves in and out. Squeeze on the back of your left glute. Lift your left hip up. Take a long, deep breath in. Twist and breathe out. Come back to crescent lunge. Open up, warrior two. And in warrior two, your heels, they'll line up in one direct line so that your hips can open toward the side. Extended side angle. Your right forearm goes to your right thigh. Your left arm lifts straight up. And now press the right center heel. Press it down and start to scrub it back so that you feel the muscles of your quads engage rather than rest the pose in the knee. And then take a full breath in. Breathe it out. Hands to your mat. High plank. Keep your left arm down, go to side plank. You'll open toward the wall. Yeah, and you have choice here. You can drop your bottom knee if you need. Yeah, you can also keep both of your legs extended. Yeah, and stack your feet one on top of the other. Soften your left elbow. Take a full breath in, lift up. Come to the mat, high plank. Breathe in, low plank, breathe out. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Left side, crescent lunge. And again, you stay on your crescent lunge or you drop your knee to crescent moon. Bring your hands to your chest, breathe in. Twist to your left and breathe out. And the twist is coming from your upper body, so you're using more of your sternum to twist from. Although your right hip now, it's going to want to twist, but you want to squeeze your right glute, let your right hip lift, so that the twist just comes from your upper body. And as you breathe in, get long through your back. As you breathe out, use your upper body to twist. Take another breath. And twist it out. Come back to crescent lunge. Open up warrior two. And let your back toes slightly turn in. So you're angling them in. And now you can press into the center of your back heel. Squeeze your back glutes. And your left inner thigh, press it out. Extended side angle. And keep pressing into both your feet, both your big toe mounds, both the center of your heels. Breathe in and out. You'll come to high plank. Your right arm will stay down now, side plank. Lift the pose up from your bottom hip. So the outside of your, now it's your right foot, the outside of your right foot, push down, let your hips go up. Take a full breath in, chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Take a breath in, breathe it out, step to your hands. Halfway lift, breath in, fold, breathe out. Chair pose. Begin your knees stack over your ankle bones, and the pose lifts from the front of your pelvis as your tailbone goes down toward your heels. Bring your hands to your chest, breathe in, twist to your right, breathe out. And your knees, you want to line your knees up in one direct line. So your left heel, press it down and start to scrub it back. Your right heel, press it down and start to push it out. Take a breath in, fold forward, breathe out. Finger to toe pose. So you'll take your big fingers, your pointer fingers to your big toes. Soften your knees. And again, your feet width, it depends on the flexibility of your hamstrings. So if your hamstrings are tight, go wide. Soften your knees, and if your hamstrings are super tight, bend your knees. Drop your head, just let it hang. Your elbows will go wide. You'll pull your chest toward your thighs. Take a breath. Breathe it out. Release your toes, and you'll bring your feet back to hip width distance. Sit right back into chair. And again, hip width distance, it always means your hip bones stacking over your knee bones. So not the fleshy part of your body, but the actual bones of your body. Twist to your left. Now same thing, your knee, your right knee now, it's going to want to slide out. So Caden's using a block. A block is a great prop to put in between your thighs and squeeze in on so that as you twist, your knees stay in one line. And now your right heel, center heel, push it down, pull it back. And your left center heel, push it down, scrub it out. Take a breath in. Just fold forward and breathe out. Why don't you take it out so it sounds like while you work. And then just breathe in and out. Go to gorilla pose. So your hands will come underneath your feet. And again, go back to how are your hamstrings? If they're tight, you're going to widen your feet. Soften or bend your knees, depending again on the flexibility of your hamstrings. So throughout this practice, there's no need to get into a war with your hamstrings because literally, they'll just win every single time. Release your hands, crow. So your hands will plant mat width. You'll bring your feet, you'll glue the inner edges of your feet together. You'll then bend your knees, bend your elbows, and you'll set your knees on the backs of your arms. And then your feet will touch, yes. And let your gaze go down, Take a full breath in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog. Go back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Mountain. Eagle, right side. Your right leg wraps over your left. Your right arm goes under. Wrap your left over and around. And you can set your toes on the floor if you need. You can lift your toes off your mats. Let your arms lift up in line with your shoulders. Take a breath in. Squeeze and breathe out. Reach up, mountain. Left side, eagle. Left arm goes under, left leg goes over. Again, you're pressing into the ball mound of your standing foot, which is your right foot right now, the center of your heel. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze your legs, squeeze your arms, reach up, mountain. Right side, standing leg raise. On your inhale, take your knee out to the right. Just breathe in and out. You'll come back to the center, reach up, breathe in, and go back, airplane. Let your arms go straight back, all 10 of your fingers spread wide. And your right toes are gonna face the floor. Take a breath in, fold forward and breathe out. Inhale, rise up, left side, standing leg raise. Take your knee out to the left. And come to the center, breathe in, reach up, go back, airplane. Take a full breath in, and breathe it out. One more breath in, fold forward, breathe out. Rise up, mountain. Right side, tree. Press into your feet, press into your hands. Take a long, full breath in. Breathe it out. One more breath in. Breathe out. Switch sides. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. One more breath in. Breath out. Set your foot to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up, mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Lift up halfway, breathe in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Right side, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. And keep softness in your right knee. So never is there the place in any of the practice that you hyperextend, which means to lock out joints like knees and elbows. So soften your knee and then reach your right arm forward, triangle. Now you're into the grounding part of the series. So press your center heels down. And then just breathe in and out. Take a long, deep breath in. Breath out. Slowly lift up. Straddle fold. And so this part of the practice, the grounding, is helping you prepare your back body, which for back bends, which will be next. So allow your upper body just to fold. And then feel the back of your hamstrings, maybe even into the backs of your glutes a bit. Take a full breath in. Breathe it out. Slowly lift up. Go to warrior two on your left side. And then you'll straighten your left leg. Left knee stays soft as you reach forward, right for triangle. And then ujjayi, that's your breath. So it moves in and out. And ujjayi breathes in through the nose and out through the nose. Take a full deep breath in. Breathe it out. Slowly lift up. And chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Shift all the way forward, lower to your belly. Take a full deep breath in and breathe it out slowly. Inhale, lift up, locust. And you're using the entire back of your body. So all the way from your shoulders to your heels, the entire back sleeve of your body squeezes as you lift up and breathe in. Go all the way to your mat, breathe out. Take a breath in. Let your breath move all the way out. Bow. Yeah, and in bow, same thing. It's a back bend, it's a belly back bend. Your toes will face the back wall as your heels lift to the ceiling, so feet are flexing. Breathe in, lift up. Go to your mat, breathe out. Hands at your low ribs. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Exhale, go back, downward facing dog. Come to your knees, camel. So your knees, again, will line up directly over your hips. And then start with your arms at cactus. So you'll goal post your arms. And then think about your spine as in being long. Squeeze the back of your glutes. And now lift up. And then you'll start to go back. Yeah, so it's always a lift and then back. And you might be able to grab your heels or the backs of your legs. Let your hips stay in line with your knees. Take a full breath in. Hero pose, set your bottom back to your heels. Take a full breath in and breathe it out. Come to your back bridge. Press into your feet. Your knees are lining up directly over your hips. All 10 of your toes are facing straight forward. Yeah, and your knees, again, they're coming straight from your hips, so they're not real wide on your mat. Push into your feet, lift your hips up, lower to your mat, breathe out. Take a full breath in, breathe it out. Go back to bridge or go to wheel. Wheel, you'll plant your hands up by your ears, push. Yeah, so you're using the whole back of your body, your posterior chain, which is your low back, glutes, hamstrings, and press into your feet. Breathe in, lower to your back, breathe out. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet come together, your knees go wide. And just breathe in and out. Now we did back bending, so we'll do a little core just to stabilize the spine. This is not gonna give you 6 packs for abs. It's literally just to stabilize your spine, that's it. Take your legs, lift them straight up to the ceiling. Your fingertips can come to your temples. And then you'll just pulse up and crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands underneath your low back. Flex your feet, breathe in. Lower your legs 30 degrees, breathe out. That's it. Press your hands in, push your low back into your hands. Let your head touch your mat first, breathe in. Lower 30 degrees, breathe out. That's it. Take a full breath in. Lower 30 more. Look up at your toes now. Flex them to your face. Breath in. Lower your head down, breathe out. And then slowly lift your legs all the way up. Bend your knees, hug them into your chest. And then come up to Navasana, boat. Yeah, and you can take hold of the front stretching. Yeah, and then you can keep your hands here. You can also reach your arms overhead. Take a full breath in. Lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Go to right side, half pigeon. Left side, half pigeon. Just breathe in and out. You'll want to stay in half pigeon anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes each side. So slowly lift up. Bring your right leg around for Jamie and Caden Johnson. Your left foot will go to your right thigh. So straighten your right leg out. Bring the sole of your left foot in. And then flex your right foot. Take a big reach up as you breathe in. You'll tip from your hip as you fold forward. And now, again, this is going to depend on the flexibility of your hamstrings. So if your hamstrings are really, really tight, you can just soften or bend your knee. You don't have to touch your toes. So nowhere does it say you have to touch your toes. Nowhere does it say your knee or your leg can't be bent. And so here you're really looking for like a stretch in the back of the hamstring, and you'll get it in your low back as well. And then you'll lift up, you'll switch your legs out. And then the whole way through the practice, you want to be like effort, right? Like your body, you want to be working, you want to be feeling your body work. You also want to feel ease. So if you're in anything and you're like just struggling in it, right? You want to kind of come back out so that you give somewhere, you give effort as well as ease. And then lift up. And now straighten both of your legs out. And go ahead and soften or bend your knees, flex your feet, and you'll press your heels down and push them forward. Now, when you say soft or bent, and then take your arms, reach them over your head, breathe in, and you'll tip from your hip as you fold forward. And then just breathe in and out. And then lift up slowly, tabletop or incline plane. Okay, your hands can go behind you. Tabletop, you'll just lift your hips up off your mat. Yeah, and then incline plane, your legs are going to straighten out. And you want to start to put your toes toward the floor, yes. Take a big deep breath in. And come all the way to your seats. And then inversion. So the first one is legs up the wall. So you'll just, literally, you can use the wall. You would just kind of come toward the wall, let your legs go up the wall, and just kind of think here, this is the most restorative of inversions. So inversion is any time you're letting your legs go higher than your heart. So this is the most restorative type. There's also shoulder stand. So shoulder stand, you'll lift up, place your hands under your back. And you'll want to keep your hands there for support. And as your legs are up, you want to see that your legs, your ankles, are just directly over your hip bones. And then you stay here, breathe in and out. From shoulder stand, you can drop back to plow, which that'll be your feet will go behind you. You may or may not touch your toes to the floor. You could slowly kind of roll out. And then the last inversion would be a headstand. So headstand, you always want to set it up. You never want to kick or lift up. So you'll first start, you'll measure your biceps. So hold on your biceps with your hands. And from there, you'll take your hands straight out into a triangle, clasping your hands. And you'll lift your pinky finger up. And then you'll just set your head in the basket you created. Yeah, and your soft spot, that's where your head will touch your mat, where your soft spot used to be. From there, you'll lift your hips, you'll just go down. Now, you can stay there, right? So this is still an inversion. This is headstand prep. You can stay there and still receive all the benefits of the inversion. Or you can start to walk your feet closer toward your face. Yeah, and once your hips are over your knees, over your shoulders, just lift one leg, and you can stay there. Yeah, or you might lift both legs. And now squeeze around my arms, Caden. Yeah, that's it. And if you get both legs lifted, either flex your feet or go to like Barbie feet, like you have your heels on, but I hope you don't. Just kidding. Yeah, flex your feet and now squeeze around my arm. That's it. Squeeze into your core and your glutes. Press your forearms into the floor. And then you can just stay here. And then as you come down, you just let one leg or both legs go to child's pose. And then you'll just breathe in and out. And then you'll come to your back for a supine twist. Your right leg can cross over your left. You'll actually lift your hips up off your mat. Swing your hips to the right. Just drop your knees to the left. And then just breathe in. Breathe out. And then you'll come back to the center. Now your left leg will go over your right. You'll lift your hips, send them over to the left. Drop your knees to the right. And then you'll come all the way to your back. Let your legs go long, let your arms go long. And then really the most important part of your practice is that you rest in Shavasana. So you'll let your eyes close, let everything through your body just relax. And you give yourself a good 4 to 5 minutes in Shavasana so that you can actually let your body rest and receive like all the work you've done to it.